Hello and welcome. I'm a hotel AI expert with extensive experience in modern hospitality operations, and I'm very pleased to welcome all of you, the students of Europe Hotel School, to your online learning journey. We truly look forward to supporting your professional growth in this amazing industry. You know, in hospitality, every single detail matters, especially when things go wrong. So today, we're going to explore how to turn guest complaints from a challenge into your greatest strength, building loyalty one resolution at a time. Let's begin.
Think about it. In the world of hospitality, guest complaints are going to happen. They're just inevitable. But what if we saw them not as problems, but as opportunities? This entire explainer is built on that really powerful idea. When you handle them the right way, complaints don't just solve an issue, they actually build a stronger relationship.
All right, so here's our roadmap. First, we're going to talk about shifting our mindset. Then we'll dive right into the nitty-gritty, the process itself, powered by the property management system. After that, we'll see how data becomes our superpower, talk about the crucial human element, and then tie it all together to hit that ultimate goal, creating fierce guest loyalty.
Okay, let's get right into it. The very first step, and honestly the most important one, happens right up here, in our minds. We have to stop seeing complaints as just fires we need to put out. Instead, let's start seeing them as valuable data points that can make our whole operation better.
This slide just lays it all out, doesn't it? The before and after of service recovery. On the left, that's the old reactive way. It's chaotic, inconsistent, slow. Information gets lost, which means learning opportunities are lost right along with it. But then look at the right side. This is what happens when a modern property management system, or PMS, is driving the process. It's structured. Everything is in one place, responses are consistent, and, this is the key, we actually learn from every single interaction. It's a complete game changer.
So, how does this actually work day to day? Let's pull back the curtain and see how the PMS basically acts like the central nervous system, orchestrating a perfect, seamless response every time.
And here is the journey of that complaint, laid out beautifully. It all starts at step 1, log. The moment an issue comes up, every detail gets captured right in the guest's record. Instantly, we're at step 2, route. The PMS sends an alert. A noisy air conditioner automatically creates a ticket for maintenance. A problem with room service pings the kitchen. Then, step 3, act. Every single action taken is tracked, which creates total transparency. And finally, step 4, resolve. The issue is closed, and you're left with a perfect digital audit trail for the future.
Now, a really critical piece of this puzzle is the guest folio. Just think of it as the guest's official account or ledger inside the hotel system. So when we need to offer some form of compensation, maybe we take a little off the bill or add some loyalty points for the trouble, this is exactly where it gets recorded. It makes sure the action is immediate, 100% accurate, and officially documented.
Okay, now we get to my favorite part, the truly strategic stuff. Because handling one complaint really well is good, but what if we could stop that complaint from ever happening again? That, my friends, is the power of data.
See, just by categorizing every issue that gets logged in the PMS, we can start to see patterns emerge. This isn't just a boring list of problems. It's a treasure map that points us directly to our biggest operational challenges. Are we seeing a lot of maintenance issues? Are billing errors slowly creeping up? The PMS gives us this high-level, bird's-eye view in a single glance.
And that brings us to the most important question, right? It's one thing to see the data, but how do we actually use it to get ahead of the curve? How do we make that big shift from always reacting to problems to proactively managing the guest experience?
And here is your answer. This is where data turns into action. If the PMS data tells you that housekeeping gets bogged down during the checkout rush, well, you can adjust your staffing schedules. If you get a bunch of complaints about noisy AC units, but they're all coming from the 3rd floor, that's not a coincidence. It's a clear signal to launch a preventive maintenance program for that whole floor. This is how we stop fires before they even start.
Now, a powerful PMS is an incredible tool, but it's only as good as the people and the processes that support it. And that brings us to the absolutely essential human element in all of this.
This is so important. The PMS can log an issue, it can route a ticket, and it can track progress. But what can't it do? It can't show real empathy. It can't listen with genuine concern. It can't make a guest feel truly heard and valued. The technology gives us the structure, but it's our team that provides the humanity that defines what hospitality is all about.
And delivering that kind of service requires a really specific set of skills. So yes, of course, staff need to know the tech inside and out.
But just as important, they need training in empathy, in communication, and in knowing the hotel's standards for service recovery. They need to learn how to use that guest history in the PMS to personalize the solution, and to understand that the digital trail they're creating ensures accountability for everyone involved.
And that brings us to our final section, where everything we've talked about comes together. When you have a great process and a great team, all working with a great platform, you get to the ultimate prize, turning a moment of friction into an opportunity for lasting loyalty.
And you know, the impact here isn't just some vague idea. It's measurable. There's this fascinating thing in our industry called the service recovery paradox. It shows that guests who have a complaint handled effectively are often more loyal than guests who never had a problem in the first place. This can lead to some serious increases in guest retention, a pretty powerful return on your investment, right?
At the end of the day, this is what it all comes down to. Look, anybody can provide good service when things are going perfectly. But the real test of a brand, the true test of our commitment, is how we respond when things go wrong. A complaint that's resolved with care is a loud, clear statement that says, we care, we listen, and we've got your back.
So, I'll leave you with this one thought to take with you. As you move forward in your careers, I want you to look at your own environments, look at the data, really listen to the feedback, and ask yourself this question. Where is our single greatest opportunity to get better at service recovery and in doing so build absolutely unbreakable guest loyalty?